Jolly Green 1990 here to do my review and reading of chapter 109 of I Reincarnated as a Slime. My reviews will be done at the end from now because I will also upload a video with it, as that way it's not so hectic for me trying to go back and forth and remember. So I will read it and then I'll kind of give my initial thoughts, and then I will go back and do my usual 5 points for pacing, 5 for character, and 5 for story. Let me know your thoughts if you like it or if you want me to go back to the old way of rushing. This is Jolly Green's reading. Ah, well, clothes really do make the man, eh? You're looking as royal as can be now, Yom Thormus. Ah, quit it, boss. I'm so embarrassed. So essentially we have Yom meeting with Rumor as the official leader of Thormus. That wasn't mere flattery either. And you're looking the part too, Miriam. Thank you very much. Your claiming gave me a thorough education etiquette. Never imagined to be useful that it'd be useful this way. Yeah, I heard the news. You're a full-fledged queen, and you've taken on the name Majora Forminis. I have. Meanwhile, you're head of the Nut Corps now, eh, Gracious? Sure am. He was practically crying at me to take it. What? Who was crying? I just barred you because you were mopping around like a lost puppy. What was that? I only took it for Miriam's sake because you're so erratic. That's Queen to you. She's my wife. Quit. Quiet already, both of you. And I love this. I didn't realize who was to explain it. Essentially, it's the former king's son. You're being terribly rude to the demon lord. Oh, right. This kid was joining us too. Oh, we're fine, Edgar. It'll take more than this to rile up the boss. Well, actively trying to be rude won't help us any at all. The future of your people hangs on what you do and say. There you go, Grin Prowns. Give that piece of trash king all the lecture he deserves. I love Young Gush's relationship. It's like a brother. It's like two brothers going back and forth. Captain Grushus, this is not the time for jokes. I merely serve as King Yom's attendant. Oh, what's it matter? The young man Edgar is. Turns out the boy is the son of Edmros, the previous king. After he abdicated, Edmros went into hiding and now serves as an ambassador. He's helping the not-so-educated Yom with all sorts of things. He shaved his beard off. I like this look of the king. Before he kind of had that kind of greedy old. Now he kind of has more sophisticated, younger look to him, and I like that. Diablo, yes, sir. What's this, boss? Well, I have a present as thanks for you becoming king of Farmanas. Edgar, can you read this declaration for us? Yes, my lord. It says that all unpaid reparations will be forgiven. So pretty much the money that they essentially said Farmers was going to have to pay for the war, clean slate. And I didn't understand how big this was until they really kind of explained it, which I think is genius. What goodness. Are you serious? You okay with that, boss? We're talking 8,500 sellers left on our tab. Hey, no need for it now. Our mission's accomplished. That figure was just outlandish anyway. Well then, great for us. Now we're totally free of obligations. Sir Rumor is once again far too generous. Generous, yes, I suppose. You need to think more. Right, but this is more than just that. Looks like young Edgar's picked it up. As he bows essentially to him. I like the fact that Rumor's using diplomacy and the fact that young boy Edgar's picked it up. Now Yom will be known as the king who haggled with the demon lord over reparations in one. That boost to his rep will deepen his people's trust in him. Achievements serving as a shield, protecting the newborn Firminus from other nations. I will magically notify Raisin at once. Yeah, thank you. So tonight's festival's opening dinner, ain't it? I've been looking forward to all the good cooking here. Ah, good to hear. We'll have selections you won't find anywhere else. So come hungry. Here was peace and security for the kingdom of Firmus, a feat that certainly made the prince, lamenting his ruined country, believe that peace and security had returned for Firmus and its people. I had some extra time after my meeting with the Yeoman's group. Right, better go and greet them. Sir, I would lie to meet them with for you. Ah, no, that's all right. It's really best for me to tackle this personally. Kingdom of Engracia. Guild HQ. Yo, and we know essentially the guild boss is the mastermind, but to me it's interesting where you're just starting to figure this out. I was told you'd send a guide to the Founders Festival, but they didn't tell me it'd be you yourself. Remember? Hey, this is the fastest way, so are you attending? If you're busy, I won't force you. Of course I'm going. Why do you think I tried so hard to get ahead of my work? I'll be leaving things to Vice Master while I'm gone. Vice Master, and here we go. I'm setting up things. Good to see you again, sir. I don't think I gave a name last time. I am Kagalia. I run the guild's exploration division. She's also the former demon lord. Kazim, I think. Nice to see you. I thought Yoki made you into a secretary for me. I am performing some of those duties while I'm here, but my main job is investigating ruins. Ruins, that's pretty fast. I think Hakura told me about ancient ruins were found in Claimant's sword. And so essentially it's probably going back even before Kazim, and that's why he's investigating. Kagiri is really something, She just came back from conquering the complex at Soma, one of the largest in the West. Conquering it all I was fully map out the site. Still so much left to learn. Leaving the excavation work road, maybe I'll send her a job for the guild sometime, but all of Clemens' land now belongs to Milan. Well, we'll need to approach this with care. Runes, I'm joining in. Okay, Kaguya. And I know I'm destroying the name, forgive me. The guild in your camp, absolutely sure you can have a nice trip. Is it me or is Kaguya a lot more relaxed? You think so? Maybe she's worked through some stuff. But why wear that mask again? You can hide your aura just fine with that. Ah, my face is too well known around here. Free Academy. I was looking forward to this. I was looking forward to him going back to essentially seeing the kids, and I was not disappointed with this. Finally! This forest could only be. You've been gone for so long! Haha, sorry. Glad you're doing well, Alice. She's right. She promised she'd come regularly to visit. My apologies. Gail, things keep coming to see. Yeah, I got invaded. Kinda makes sense. Thought you forgot all of us. Of course I didn't, can you? Like this kid. Glad you're here now, sir. So am I, Rayoto. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Tempest. Thanks, Chloe. Ah, so cute. As popular as ever, I'm a little jealous. Oh, Yuki, you're here too. Hey, Yuki, what's in that big case? Oh, that's just some stuff for the trip I'm planning to take. What? That's not fair. Yeah, we're stuck here in school all the time. Are you going somewhere with Mr. Tempest? Oh, don't yell at him like that. We're here because I want to invite all of you to my homeland. What? We're holding a big festival studying them all. Invite us, so it's okay for us to go to? Yes. We'll leave in 30 minutes if you want to go. Then 1, 2, bang, start packing. Come on, hurry. You have to tell us about these things sooner. Oh, I can't wait. Glad to see they're doing well. They're pretty close to death not so long ago. These children were summoned here from another world. We've successfully kept them all alive thanks to borrowings from the elemental spirit. It's a miracle they're even here. I was worried there was nearly no precedent for this procedure. I'm just glad it all worked out. No worries there. They couldn't be doing better. In fact, they've gotten so strong they've become quite a handful. Well, are they? Oh, I was wondering why the children were shouting. Paying us a visit, Mr. Tempest. Ah, Miss Tissu. Miss Tissu took over teaching from me. She's responsible now that I'm at the academy. I could never live up to you. The kids all treat me well. They never show off their true colors like that. Yeah, they don't hold back from me. Or don't respect me, you could say. Maybe it shows they trust you. I think that they assume they can take you on full force and it'll turn out okay. They're not wrong, considering how he's demon hockey. Yeah, they were slashing at me my first day, so what can I say? I may have, Principal, I may have requests. If you could hear me out too, Mr. Tempest. Sure, why's she going upstairs? To be frank with you, the strength of those kids has got long surpassed my own. Lectures are one thing, but actual combat can never serve as challenging them. And they're all still growing as we speak. I think they need a trainer who can teach them more about skills. I hadn't thought about this, but Rune mentions later, Hakuru trains him. Yeah, I get you. That makes sense to me. But if they're talking about someone who can teach like me, they have to be a high-ranked adventurer, I guess. But I wonder if an active one would be willing to serve as teacher. What could be difficult? If when we hire one, they wouldn't be able to take quest jobs for a while to come. If that's the case, why don't I provide a trainer for my land? Oh? There's a school of my own back home, although not as big as this one yet. I know a sword instructor there that not even I can beat. Well, that actually sounds great. Would you mind taking over custody for a while? Yeah, that's another idea, but we're all monsters there where I live. It'll be hard to learn skills they need in human society over there. Oh yeah, true. You might have a point. That, and I have one concern. Over in Tempest, we don't have anyone with knowledge to teach them about elementals. That's true. I think Diablo knew a little about them, but honestly, I don't see him as a t-shirt material. I hate it if he went on like in front of the students. Oh, Summer, you're divine as always. But hang on, speaking of elementals, instant Tanada expert too. That's a good idea. She summoned several of them in her attack against me. Ah, Mr. Tempest, tell us if you went somewhere else. Are you talking to Miss Tissu about us? Pretty much. We're all on our best behavior around her, Quit trying to find fault with us. Can we tackle this after our return? Yes, of course. So we're about to leave, weren't you? Now think about potential teachers for them too. Thank you very much, Mr. Tempest. Have a good time, all of you. See you back soon. Okay, Miss Tisu. See you later. Whoa. Because for kids, probably that's too, because they were coming from Japan. They still probably have memories of Japan. Awesome. I want to have some yakisoba, Mr. Tempest. I want okoyo. Hang on. The food and drink stalls don't open until tomorrow. But here's something else to get you excited. I love this. Pendants. What are these for? They're kind of free pass tickets for you. Them you can eat and drink all you want in the stalls. Entry into the event halls will be free. You can afford your own tab, Guild Master. It's like, you got this cash. Pay up. Kids don't. Oh, boo. There's an upper limit of 100 silver coins. If you use it up before 3 days pass, it's game over. You'll have to do math drills in your room. Well, I'd have to work really hard to run up that hill, but sounds like fun to you. Let's do it. You hear that? 100 Ken, 100 silver. Wow, I could eat Okoya 200 times. That's sure a lot, Mr. Tempest. Thank you. I'll buy something for you, Mr. Tempest. Great. Now go rest up for tomorrow, all right? So remember, so it's at the hero Masaki's party as well. So I don't mind him, but I think essentially all his abilities have gotten him essentially what he is. There's another Korean manga I read essentially where a hero has eyes that essentially bewitch people. And I think this hero realizes it, but he doesn't necessarily take advantage like the other one does. But his party members prop him up more than he is. I like how Rumor handles this. Hiro Masaki, guess he's finally here. So this is Rumor, the monster cow. Pretty beautiful considering that so many street vendors. Is there an event? But Rumor is with the Founders Festival, where it's a lot bigger for you. Welcome to my nation. Masayaku, the hero. Sir Rumor, and then as he's trying to talk, his retainers are being. I don't like that. You're the Demon Lord Rumor. Finally, funny to see you personally greeting us. Well, Sir Masaki is a renowned hero, not even a Demon Lord could afford to ignore him. What do you think, Masaki? Want to settle things right here and now? Harsh words from the hero's friends, huh? Is the hero himself trying to talk, or... Well, I thank you all for rescuing those elves. Our family festival begins tomorrow. If you plan to stay here, feel free to spend all the time you want. Ha! Look at the Demon Lord's afraid of you, Masaki. Perhaps you managed to trick him out of the same, but don't expect us to be so lucky with Masaki here. Let us dispel this evil. They don't seem to be open to constructive conversation. Oh, what are you guys up to? Yuki. Well, hello there, Yuki. What's the master of the guild himself keeping tabs on a demon lord? I'm not Jinrei. You guys have the wrong idea, don't you? Rumor seriously wants to all get along. And as proof that, I'll point out the fact that you're still alive, even an Oliphant to a draw, as the story goes, so he knows he beat her. What do you mean by that? Are you implying that Masaki is weaker than Hanada's, eh? Yeah. Even the guildmaster could never be forgiven for insulting him. See, Hanada's as good as his team lord here. People go on about how strong he is. Rumors did a whole language there. But right now, we got our big star right here. Guys, calm down. Rumors isn't hostile against us. There's no point in fighting. But he's demon lord, is he? Pacifist or not, he knows when he might hatch some nefarious scheme. And with the Western Holy Church sitting on the fence, it ain't about time Saki showed him what kind of heroes. Aha! From the human perspective, Mohawk's got guys makes points, I guess. Alright, in that case, I've got a suggestion. We're planning to hold a battle tournament. The festival starting tomorrow. If the hero Masaki enters it and emerges champion, only then will I gladly accept his challenge. I don't think he makes it away, or I think something happens. Oh, what do you think, Masaki? You should accept the offer to show the world the justice you fight for. Sure, yes. I don't think he wants this, but he going along with it. All right, I accept the offer. Well, he actually will. Masaki advised his party that they should rest up for tomorrow, and so they head for their lodgings. But I can't wait. Rather lawful than anything. Yuki. Do you think the guy can win? Good question. He has won a few Ingrossia battle tournaments in a row. Honestly, I've never heard him losing against Monster. Wait a second, really gonna fight that kid? Still up in the air. It's thrown him aside, but compared to bargaining with Demon Lords and doing Hanada, I can't really see this as a true trouble yet. But whatever happens, happens. Let's give him a positive spin, huh? Having a bona fide hero in my tournaments. A mask, a mark, a prestige. That was the chapter. Not as many parts typically as it usually is. Story-wise, or sorry, character-wise, rumor, Yom, previous Romanus' son, King's son, really stood out to me. Kigil or Kareem got a little hype. Uh, we got a little from the kids. Masaki, Jinrei, to me, are the big characters kind of got stood out this. And then story, the big thing was Farnus has kind of been wrapped up in a little bow. Rumor is essentially forgiving the debt of the nation. They move transition to Kegula essentially is actually starting to research more of the ruins that used to be essentially her former territory, which is now Milam's. I think that could cause some tension. The students are possibly going to continue to be or trained either by rumor or essentially by someone in his nation. So they'll kind of transition. I could also see a human from one of the guild coming and living room Tempest for a while. And then essentially we have this upcoming possible fight with Masaki the hero and Rumor. So I'm going to do a short little video of the review. Let me know your thoughts. This has been Jolly Green's 1990s review discussion of Reincarnated Slime, Chapter 109 by YouTube.